E io ho parlato finora col microfono disattivato. Fantastico! Dicevo, l'abbiamo aspettato dal 1° agosto, dal 1° aprile, non credendoci tanto. Ce l'ha confermato il 4 Ron Gilbert. E ci sono venuti i lacrimoni. Abbiamo litigato tutta estate se era meglio la pixel art, non la pixel art, se era meglio metterci Murray, non metterci Murray. È il 19 settembre, il Talk Like a Pirate Day è arrivato. E ora ce lo godiamo tutto. L'ho avviato in background e ora iniziamo. È la prima volta che lo vedo, è la prima volta che lo catturo, quindi abbiate pazienza, ci saranno problemi tecnici, forse, spero di no. E ora si parte! Mamma mia. Grande Marco, grande Marco, grande Repo, grande Okramot, nuova partita! Modalità casual o modalità difficile? Tocca fare la modalità difficile, se no mi rigate il veliero preso da Stem. Molto appropriato. Commenti come un contadino.
Take this, LeChuck!
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
Oh, scusate. Volevo scrivere un commento. È il finale del 2 questo.
Next, let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Scusatemi. Si possono mettere
Come on,
sottotitoli?
let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real.
Ci sto provando. Ci sto provando. Allora, riproviamoci. Sì. Allora, riproviamo. Allora. Fammelo partire. Cosa? No. Torna indietro. Vai. Ok, impostazione. Testi e lingua. Testo più voci, grazie. Velocità media. Effetti, va bene. Opzione dove eravamo rimasti, va bene. Più chiacchiere e meno ritmo. Più chiacchiere e meno ritmo. Lasciamolo senza così. Allora, interfaccia. Mostra il nome di chi sta parlando. Va bene. Spero che ciò non mi spoileri niente. Album di ritagli.
Hey, want to see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Va bene, facciamo un ripassino.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth.
Nessun animaletto è stato tormentato durante lo svolgimento del primo gioco.
Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials.
Quanto è romantico.
My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. You had to brew a special potion. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath.
Carina l'idea del riassunto delle puntate precedenti.
The monkey had opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. I met an old castaway there,
Bello questo.
Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought. It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay? It was the beginning of something magical.
Non cita i 20 bucks, no?
These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets.
Esatto. Il monocolo!
I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue.
E questo è il terzo.
Of course. That guy never gives up.
Quindi il terzo diventa canon.
The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture. I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine.
Giusto. Oltre a resuscitare i morti.
I got buried alive.
Oh già, è vero. Murray!
It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. Things backfired on LeChuck, because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker. This was a great day. Though in retrospect we shouldn't have had the scumbar handle the catering.
LeChuck ha trasformato Elaine in una statua, sicuro? La lasciamo per i posteri questa cosa.
It's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. This is the daisy we stomped on together. Wedding traditions are weird. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride. Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed.
E questo è il quinto. Tales of Monkey Island.
I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death. Except when it does.
Anche nel terzo. Morte.
Morgan Le Fay betrayed me, even after we bonded inside a giant manatee. I should have trusted her less. Elaine wasn't fooled by LeChuck's human form any more than I was. I should have trusted her more. Love did win out in the end. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my big adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Giusto. Grazie per il suggerimento, Akramot. Oh, questo lo scopriremo in un'altra run quando affronteremo tutto Monkey 4. Come mi avevi suggerito tu. E adesso vediamo se ci sono i sottotitoli. Boy Brush.
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
Meglio, molto meglio,
What's
grazie.
next? Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
Wonder if it's real.
Finale di Monkey 2.
Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir.
Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Ed eccoci!
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Ah, ok. Carino.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Yes.
Ah, he's dead to the world.
Sounds real. The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
I once got a scurvy dog.
Eccoli qua.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor. Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
E questo lo abbiamo già detto.
See very well, but I can hear just fine.
Ops.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money. Can we get a mug of grog, please?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
Ops.
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else. They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. How much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8. That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Neanche di qua tornano i pezzi da
What should we
8.
do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
Please?
Pretty
Can't you
please.
spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Quindi dobbiamo andare... Non era il negozio con un sacco di roba questo?
It's locked. I should get that key from the scurvy dog shack. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
Non male.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Vai.
Good, you unlocked it.
Quindi questo è una sorta di tutorial. Bello.
Ugh, what is this stuff? Smells the same as the toilet. Please wash hands before leaving outhouse.
Bello. Che il ragnetto
It
non è
isn't a
male.
piece of eight, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of eight.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Certo.
Gross.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay. Ugh,
Boh, sto male.
gross.
Deve essere molto salubre questa cosa. E se andassi di qua? Che bello la spiaggia.
Exhibit removed. Aww.
Bello sto topone.
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead. I'm hungry.
Va bene, continuo a girare avanti e indietro.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Niente.
What can we get with this?
Gnam gnam.
Tastes like a piece of eight. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Sto male.
So good. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh. Cosa
Did
abbiamo?
you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
E questa chi è?
That's my friend D. Hey, D.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Qua la gara di sputo.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed the current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharp, but the older design, you can still find it on a modern anchor. That's to prevent a little flame. Most anchors about 30. Oh, but the only way they could
Momento Barbero.
Yeah.
Carino. Sì, sì. È bello anche questo tutorial.
Hey, Chucky, wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win!
Yeah, fatto. Allora. Dare un'occhiata in giro ed esplorare. Dar da mangiare all'anatra. Questo è cos'è? È Duck. Com'è che si chiama? Untitled Goose Game, praticamente.
I want to feed the duck.
Hey, hands off.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
I wonder where this path goes.
Va bene. Andiamo a vedere di qua.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut. Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
Uh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
I can stand on my...
Trovare ancora i fogli, esprimere un desiderio, trovare i nostri veri genitori. Aggiungere della salsa.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Ho capito.
You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Ah, bene, finché era per terra non andava bene, ma ora che l'abbiamo raccolto è molto meglio. Gnam gnam. Grazie, uomo Wikipedia, grazie, è sempre bello contare su di te. Anche se spero di non dover fare punto 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 punto.
Don't feed the duck.
E quindi noi gli daremo da mangiare.
I want to save 2 scurvy dogs at the same...
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
Bello questo coso che salta. E se uso lo Scurvy Dogs? No, non posso.
That's our bread.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah.
Gotta run.
How rude.
Che bella voce. Dovrebbe essere quella di Ron, forse. Boy Brush. Trovare un quadrifoglio, esprimere un desiderio e trovare i nostri veri genitori.
Do not pick the 4-leaf clovers.
Certo. Eccolo.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
Oh,
Are we
posso...
done here? We might not...
I should find a coin to throw in.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Quindi se si va di lì non si torna più indietro. Quindi ci serve una moneta. Qua l'abbiamo già fatto. È proprio bello questo Big Whoop.
Did you know?
Sempre degli aneddoti interessanti. No.
Gross. I am not doing that again.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do.
Bisogna lanciare qualcosa nella pozzola dei desideri. No, non voglio parlare dell'ancora con D.
I bet I've known Chucky longer than you have.
No chance. We go way back.
Io sono arrivato più avanti ma voglio vedere la tua reazione. Ciao Taro, tutto a posto? Aspetta che faccio lo shootout. Ho visto che stavi streamando, non sono riuscito a seguirti, però... Ti è piaciuto? Sta discretamente piacendo, dai. Con il famigerato stile non pixel art.
Do you want a sword fight with me?
I've seen you fight. Come back in a few years, maybe.
Magari parlando con la coppia mi danno una moneta.
Excuse me.
Would you boys mind letting us enjoy our day in peace? Thanks.
This place is fun.
Il cartello dice non dare da mangiare agli animali, va bene.
This place is fun. Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
Oh, c'è qua la moneta.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish.
Vai.
I wish we could speak backwards. Or what it...
Yes, you know.
Ha funzionato. Tutto sommato sto pensando che forse non era stata una bella idea.
Oh man, it wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
Forse era meglio chiedergli qualcosa di più intelligente, ma fa niente. Ma è Guybrush.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
No.
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around.
Ci hai
This is a good
provato.
one.
Ci hai
See,
provato.
there was a rumor going around that my old
Beh,
nemesis
oddio, ci sto giocando da 20 minuti, quindi è un po' prematuro. Però ci sono tanti vibes nostalgici, Mi piace. E te? Ti è piaciuto? Sono tanti vibes nostalgici. Un bel plot twist, mi è piaciuto. Domenica Armato li ha quelli che li ha doppiati tutti dal terzo in avanti. Qua mancava Mike Ferrari. Michael Land, Matt Connell, Clint Bajakan è quello che hanno fatto anche alla prima. Programmatore capo David Fox. Mamma mia. Beh, ma sono dei grandi nomi questi qua, Ma anche a me dispiace, è un bel collegamento che ci aspettavamo da più o meno 30 anni. Il finale del 2, collegarlo col terzo. E non banalissimo, perché il terzo hanno dovuto fare un po' un giro per farlo stare. Che bello, ragazzi. Yeah! Questo achievement ho visto che l'avevi preso anche tu, Ocromat, quindi... Esatto, e non era facile.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins.
Buonanotte Taro, grazie per essere passato. Mi raccomando, seguitelo che porta un sacco di roba interessante, tra cui questa.
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood.
Tanta
What have you
roba.
been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on.
Tanta roba,
Now we're planning
Ocromat.
an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What?
What?
LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
Sono quasi convinto che ci andremo alla fine.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious,
Sometimes the land.
conniving, murdering scallywag, a depraved, ruthless villain, and a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
Mamma, questa sentinella è molto wholesome.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
Tu con chi stai?
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
Ops.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Dove ho già visto questa
That's
scena?
why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
E invece andrà di qua.
My business right now is down those stairs, with 3 pirate leaders and the fat wad of cash they're gonna give me.
Ah, questo è però il testo tradotto. Rieleggete.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's
Carla?
dedicated to dedication.
Non era quella che ci aveva abbandonato?
I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
Quante vibes. Tab. Ah, per vedere i punti di interesse. Grazie.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders.
Questo
about
era
a
il
new
trailer.
expedition. In the back.
Dicono solo in the back qua. Parlatemi di Loom.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
Prendilo. Questo è il libro degli indizi. Questo è il meccanismo dei suggerimenti. Ok. Immagino che questo dica in the
I'm here to
back.
talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
E questo era nel trailer, ok.
Looks like a circus act. Maybe.
Eccoli i pirate leaders.
I really need to talk with the pirate leaders first.
Va bene.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact,
Sono i
you probably
quiz,
better move.
quindi altra
You don't
roba.
want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Where are the 3 older guys who used to hold court here?
Esatto.
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your
gentili.
party invite got lost in the mail.
Quante ne sai su Monkey Island? Ah, il quiz quelli là? Allora li faccio.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
Forse vi ricorderete di me per alcuni videogiochi.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent? It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The
Esatto.
only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in
Comunque
here
bello
wants
anche il
to
cambio
chase
con
your
dalla
pipe
musica
dream.
metal, più metal da questa parte.
With backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye bye.
Non
Well,
sono
the
state
slight
molto
problem with that
convincenti.
idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Ops. Colgo una leggera...
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes.
Abbiamo già fatto più di una
I like the
volta.
old pirate leaders better.
Sono d'accordo. Ahimè, lo scambar. Si vociferava che nella demo si potesse andare sopra quell'arco. Elaine!
Brush.
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush.
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of lines to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making
Mamma
it
mia.
hard for social programs like mine.
Tra l'altro, senza scherzi, il grog era whisky allungato con l'acqua e lime per evitare lo scorbuto. Poi vabbè, in Monkey Island è un po' diverso la ricetta del grog, però bella la statua di Carla.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
No!
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you.
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. And I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that. I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
I have to get going.
Oh, so do I. Lots to do. Bye.
Bye.
Ok.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santa Catalina.
Ancora. E dove era
It's
l'amico?
Elaine's flyer about
Quello
how
con...
lions
che ci ha
combat
allenato.
scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
Prendilo.
Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers.
No, la voodoo...
Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally and historically accurate. The sign says so.
Adesso chiuso per
Going
fallimento.
out of business? This place is an institution. They're having a half-off sale. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
Mannaggia.
Oh, yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now.
Qua non c'è niente. È che... Leggi il
At
cartello.
Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee.
Grande
At least I'm
Wally!
still sore about the monocle. The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Se non fosse per la svendita.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
Lo sapevo.
I'm going...
I know of
I
your desire
know.
to find the secret of Monkey Island. Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much.
A posto.
The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Ops.
Ooh. You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for
È
guidance
questo.
on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints.
Okay.
Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
Cacciati fuori. Ok. Il vecchio
It
emporio.
says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
No.
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Il vicolo. Posso tornare
It
al...
seems to be stuck closed.
Non si torna al... E a questo punto io smetto di... Ah, è arrivato fin qua?
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Sì, decisamente sì. Il fabbro, che è un nuovo posto.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hiya.
Ah, yeah.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Ok.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Ok.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
La carta quiz. Nel retroscom bar c'è la cucina. Certo. L'avevamo già visto prima. La casa internazionale di o del... Ah, di Mojo. Sì, sì, di Mojo. Beh, queste finora sono facili queste. Anche perché l'abbiamo visto prima.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask,
Lock.
yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Locksmith. Ma sbaglio o c'è una traduttrice donna per un personaggio maschile? Suona un po' strano.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones.
Ah, ok,
She used to be
grazie,
the
Acromot.
undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. She's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
Wait, she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key.
Immagino.
One that opens all locks at once.
If it is a key, could you duplicate it?
I'm not sure you're supposed to take it literally.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, you know, crew it.
Esatto.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the
No.
docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the
Perché?
serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
Tipo password.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number
Oddio.
at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Saggio.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
La domanda è
Can I
chiara.
borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Ok. Interessante, quindi mi sa che dovremo fabbricarci una chiave, né?
A visitor.
Yeah!
Guybrush Threepwood?
Tu eri quello che è scappata via dalla nave?
Howdy, kid.
And Stan! Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up
Esatto.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
in the forest.
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of.
Già,
Anyway,
siete
they
scappati
aren't
tutte e
even
due.
her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway.
Ma perché Otis ha un accento italo-americano? Dominica Armato. Dominica Armato.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about
Mancano i
Monkey
fratelli
Island?
Pettuccini.
The time
Per
you
ora.
busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Sì, sì, lo so Otis,
It was
però
kinda
per
tricky
dire.
last time.
Così a
Didn't get
caso.
much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
Imagine that.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Qua ci servirà il buon.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Giusto.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping. Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away. Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly
Buonanotte, Okramot. Giusto, l'osso dell'anca va con l'osso del braccio va con l'osso della testa. Buonanotte, grazie per aver seguito. Adesso vediamo quanto riusciamo a tirare avanti. Anche perché domani è un po' di impegni. Buonanotte ancora.
They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
Better call Stan.
It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Direi.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sail, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Mamma mia.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
Bene.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush.
Ooh.
If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing.
Ok.
See you later.
Yep.
Quindi lui vuole farlo uscire e lui vuole lo
Watch your
spazzolino.
boots in here, son. It's like a swamp without the clean parts.
E qua c'è la casa della governatrice. Ah, qua c'è una scorciatoia.
Carla.
Ci stavi aspettando, Carla?
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
Doppiatrice è uguale, se non sbaglio.
I hope you're not still sore about that thing with the ship that one time.
Ancient history.
Oh, good.
I can think of plenty of more recent things to hold against you.
Oh.
Aia.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I'll be needing a crew.
Ancora?
I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
A posto.
Unlikely, but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at
Darn.
the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
It's a lot of work being governor. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Ok. Non si sa mai.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Video online, il grande libro della mappa del tesoro. Consiglio un viaggio che non doveva finire, strategia di combattimento del male della stupida Capitano Madison.
It's thicker than I would have imagined. Can I borrow a book?
Non credo.
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Niente, dobbiamo prendere un'altra cosa. La carta quiz! La carta quiz!
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
Questa non la so. Di gechi diversi si possono indovinare una serie nella testa di scimmie.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship. the sea monkey. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the sea monkey.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policy. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the sea monkey.
E qua ci sono dei libri che probabilmente ci torneranno utili, ma non adesso. Ah, Melee Island, la governatrice, l'osservatorio, il molo, High Street, Low Street, foresta. Non si può più andare da Mituk. Non c'è più neanche il circo dei fratelli Fettuccini. Quello un po' mi dispiace. E anche qua l'allenatore.
Wow, that's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. This used to be such a bright, cheery place. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. It's a dried up old sea sponge. It's bone dry. I guess Stan hasn't washed a ship in a while. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now.
Questo mezzo quella era quella che conveniva di più. Ok. Dovrei andare a prendere lo spazzolino.
All boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Già. La mia armatura per cavalli. Che poi tra l'altro non ho capito come è finita nell'inventario, però.
I've got a few coins for incidentals. It's soft and extra fuzzy. The pen is mightier than the sword.
Allora può farlo? No.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
La carta quiz.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class
Bisogna
action lawsuit.
spaccare tutto,
Have a
capito?
nice day.
O meglio, trovare un sistema per aprirlo. Devo dover andare ancora al molo? Ah, c'è la foresta. Vediamo un attimo la foresta se c'è qualcosa di interessante.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
E me lo ricordo, c'ero anch'io. Costruire la camera di commercio. Vediamo qualche quiz, non so. Iniziò a lavorare nella Lucasfilm Games nel 1980. Maniac Mansion è uscito nell'87. No! E quindi?
Warning. The Dark Forest... A classic specimen of Alata needlius, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Tocca andare a prendere una mappa.
How clever.
Le ship.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short a swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom.
Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
How about ship
Lo dirò
surgeon?
anch'io
I
questa
assume
cosa.
you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated.
I thought so.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
Tocca
The only
farlo.
requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Andrew LeChuck. No relation.
What a coincidence. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In
Oh,
fact,
yeah.
You are the blacklist.
You
I'm
are the
sorry,
last.
Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also,
Leggermente. Tocca.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
Comunque abbiamo un po' di roba da fare, eh.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would
Sono
he?
tornati.
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Mi sa che ora ci sono un po' di altri personaggi sbloccati, eh. Sì, è tornato Wally!
Hey, Wally!
Well, look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
Cercando un mocio.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
Well, I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
I'm looking for a map through the forest.
What are you trying to find in the forest?
I don't know. Nothing in particular.
Then having a map won't really be any different than wandering around lost, will it?
Yeah.
Hai ragione.
I mean, well, never mind. You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all.
Giusto.
A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island?
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants.
I giovani di oggi.
I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Giusto.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh.
Oh, le vecchie
Glasses,
tradizioni.
only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
Ok.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left.
Non mappas.
That looks like a treacherous voyage. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Lo zerbino è una mappa.
Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Ooh, looks chilly up there. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind.
Immaginavo.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
Ok. A posto.
It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that.
Pensavo fosse più utile. Allora. Aia.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Troppo gentile.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Should we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Immaginavo.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Oops.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid! How's your day going?
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Perfetto.
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
Ah, ops, quando l'ho sciolto col grog, ne?
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hiya. Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
Fai una battuta sul quadro.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Oops.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Proprio a caso. Non so se lo voglio fare, ma...
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
At least the jail is well lit.
Yeah, but the better I can see it, the worse it looks.
Notice, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bar. I already copied the serial number. I don't remember this place being so leaky.
Otis se n'è andato. Non so neanche perché l'ho liberato, ma... Torniamo nello scone bar.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
Oh, Cobb!
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
No.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Chissà se lo faranno il seguito. Fan service.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging.
They've got no heart.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Questa dovrei saperla. Riff. Mi chiedo che cosa venga fuori alla fine. Però ho paura che perché mi bruciano le carte. È una sorta di vasca.
Guy Brush Threepwood, as I
Oh,
live
quanto
and breathe.
tempo.
How have you been?
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote limes as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own.
Oops.
A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Ok.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops.
Era troppo facile,
Carve
né?
your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Ok.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Belle tutte le stelle che ci sono.
Okay.
5 stelle e mezzo.
What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. Pests or garnishes.
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Active little guys, aren't they? The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Looks like a mugshot.
Stay away from that picture.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Looming seagulls?
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Non c'è nient'altro qua.
It's hopeless. It's good for relieving stress.
Non va da nessuna parte, né?
It's soft and extra fuzzy. I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Ok. Realizzare un mocio, trovare l'albero da mocio. Ok.
Well, it's definitely...
Stay away from my mom.
Troppo facile.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Yo-ho.
Yo-ho. Quindi devo andare nella foresta, perdermi e trovare finalmente il legno per costruire il mio mocio.
Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun.
Giusto. Chiaro, ora posso andare al museo.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Grazie.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Carino.
The display case is locked.
La so già la storia.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Troppo facile.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
Plunder Bunny.
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
Allora. Ragazzi. È stato bello. Molto bello. Però è ora di andare a nanna. Mi raccomando. Seguitemi. E ci vediamo venerdì con un assaggio di e riprenderemo questo gioco lunedì prossimo. A presto. Buonanotte.